What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and today we're going to be talking free legend LADAINIAN Tomlinson. He's 89 speed. Well, he's going to be 91 speed. JACOBS is going to be 89 speed. I know a lot of you guys have been having issues with doing that, the CPU event. I'm going to give you guys some tips about it. I'm also going to show you guys the creation of them, how to put them together and everything like that. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go over the fact that if you've been following the channel, I confirmed that your collectibles were going to transfer over into the next season. All right, which means that if you have Spotlight tokens, you can get a free LADAINIAN Tomlinson, or you can get one of the other, Peanut Tillman if you want him. But most of you guys were asking about LADAINIAN, so we're going to talk about him. If you utilize your tokens, okay, despite what I told you about holding on to them, obviously you can't get them for free. You're going to have to grind out the new, weekly Spotlight token pass and all of the new Legends challenges and stuff like that. If you did not do it, but if you did listen, right, and you have your tokens like most of you guys do, you can make a decision. Now, 91 speed is pretty good, all right now in the game, especially with the way that everybody moves. Once he gets out in front, he's gone for 6. Okay, like he's definitely going for 6. So it's nothing you can really do about it at that point. So you would need the +3 speed. Obviously, at this point, everyone should know, unless you're new, the crystal players are required to get that extra boost, and then you have the 50 of 50 theme team. If you need assistance, right, in understanding what that means, I have a video here in the playlist where I explain how the pros are glitching the system to get the +3. It will explain to you how to get the +3 speed. So everything that you need Madden related is right here at GmiasWorld, so just search through the playlist. Now, let's take a look at his abilities. I don't really feel that anything that he has is OP, right? What is he, 5'10"? So he can't spin. It's 6'4" and taller that, you can use spin cycle on, and they'll do the glitchy spin for Madden 25. Otherwise, it doesn't really matter. None of the other things that are in the game are going to really apply to the situation for your player when he's 5'10" or he's shorter than 6'4". So all that spinning that you're seeing, you have to have a specific archetype and body build to get it. I know. It doesn't make any sense. Most of you guys were talking about back in the day with Madden 18 and Barry Sanders. He was spin moving everybody. EA got tired of short dudes. Maybe they hired a tall dude that doesn't care about short dudes. I don't know, but you can't spin because he's 5'10". But 91 speed is super fast right now in Madden. Charles Peanut Tillman, 89 speed with the +3. So that's pretty good. He's 6'2". Now, I do want to make sure everybody understands it doesn't matter how tall your corner is, you're going to get mossed by Xavier Worthy. Trust me when I tell you so that you don't break anything. It's like sort of a situation where I'm letting you know what to expect, so you shouldn't really get angry about it. That's what I'm trying to do right now. So with that being said, you have to be careful with whatever players you spend a lot of money on, because they're not going to do a lot, especially with this new patch. They don't really react the right way, and you're gonna get dominated. It is what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? Most of us play the game just for the excitement of the NFL and building our theme team. Speaking of theme team, Howie Long, I could have bought him earlier for 1.99. I did not. I don't regret not buying him. There's no way that his price stays right there, because I was looking at gameplay with him and he plays just like every other card. And he has a lot of similar abilities to some of the newer edge rushers. So other than the fact that he's a Raider and I can get +3 speed on him, it doesn't really matter. I don't really see much happening. My players don't shed. They don't do anything. Like literally, they just stand around and have a blast. I don't understand it. It doesn't make sense, but that's neither here nor there. Okay, regardless of what you're choosing to do, I want everyone to understand your theme team is priority. So if you are a Raiders theme team and you're going to ask me, yo, G, should you do this? I'm going to tell you to wait to see if the price drops. Okay, because I can afford them. I'm just not going to buy them. I'm not spending. I didn't want to spend 2 mil. No way I'm going to spend 3. And these abilities, they're all questionable. Remember, EA Sports themselves have confirmed that abilities are going to work 50% of the time. That is it. Nothing else really matters. So you have to make sure that you remember that, because if you don't, EA is going to make you pay. And that's ultimately what's going to happen with a lot of you dudes. You're going to be running around with all these abilities and nothing's going to work. You're going to come back to the channel and be like, oh yeah, G told me. It is what it is. All right. We have to adapt to the way that the game plays. Again, I would like to utilize him to see how he plays, because on my team, he would be at 82 speed. And that's more than enough. I think Dwight Freeney is like 82, 83 anyway. So I wouldn't be, wouldn't be losing too much. So not that big of a deal. So those are all 3 legends that were released. Like I said, you could pick between 2 of them. If you want LaDainian, you love them, go ahead, grab them. If you want Peanut Tillman, they're 400K. They're not overly priced. So to utilize your tokens right now, let's just wait it out a little bit. I got a feeling they're going to be putting out some good stuff soon. Now, here goes the man that everybody said was impossible to get. And literally, I was told about it in my stream, and we got him within a couple hours. All right? Because we know how to play this, bro. And EA did everybody a solid by changing it from competitive after Game 5 to arcade. So all you got to do in the mode is force fumbles, and you'll be good to go. So this is him with all of the +3 speed, and you have to upgrade him using the unstoppable energy tokens that you earn from the field pass and the challenges. Unstoppable tank. Let me just explain to you how good this is. I literally did whatever I wanted today during the stream. If they go to tackle him, it has to be conservative. For those of us that are addicted to hit sticks, he breaks them and goes for 6. Now, one time, he did actually get tackled on a hit stick, but again, the abilities, they work 50% of the time. But other than that, he was breaking every tackle. And I'm not sure why, because it's not Freight Train. And, the way that it works, you would think that it has to be a hit stick, but if they brush up on him, he just brushes them off. This is what you do. When you're going to score, whether it's a pass or whatever it is, go out of bounds at the 1-yard line and get your 2 touchdowns early. After that, it's GG's. Tank is outrageous. All right, and for it to be unstoppable and never go away is even more outrageous. So I'm just letting you guys understand that it is something that I would recommend. Absolutely 100%. As far as the other abilities, you got the first one free is also unstoppable, but you got to rush for 10 yards 8 times. Who's trying to do all that? Who wants to do that? That's just too much. I don't want to do all that. Rushing 8 times for 10 yards and it has to be 10 yards, I'm good on that. All the other things, whatever. Human joystick, I don't really care about. Spin cycle, he's under 6'4", so we can't worry about that. Jukebox, maybe. Because I was labbing first one free, and he jukes like you would not believe. So it is possible that I can test that out and get back to you guys. If you guys have questions about it, let me know in the comments. That way I'll go ahead and get that done for you and get it out as soon as possible. But realistically speaking, guys, this card is OP. He's lit, in my opinion, although if you do the +3 speed with LaDainian Tomlinson, he's 91 speed. I do believe right now that Josh Jacobs is the best running back if you have a Raiders Steam team. I believe he's the best running back in the game. Now, that's the unstoppable season with the CPU that you have to do 2 10-win runs. You can lose 1 game per season. You don't have to go 10-0. You only can lose 1 game though. All right? I lost 1 game in both of my things, but I got the 10 wins. So it is doable. You just have to make sure that you're going for the fumbles after game 5 when you're down 65 or 70. You got to start locking in, boys, and you can get it done. Like I said, impossible is nothing for us here at GmiasWorld. As soon as you guys told me that it was impossible, we got it done, and I believe I think we were the first to have them when I posted it because it was 0%. Inside of the catalog. So good luck to you guys with that. If you're a member of the channel and you have any additional questions or comments, you know what to do. Otherwise, leave your comments. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. One love, y'all.